land. We talking about blind Bartimaeus, and we're talking about, Mark 10:46. And we're talking about how blind Bartimaeus threw off his cloak, he threw off his jacket that identified him as a beggar. And he heard the calling of Jesus Christ. And one thing that we talked about in Mark 10 is how this scripture really covers all three areas and aspects of being a whole and complete Christians. And that's coming to a place to where you call on Jesus Christ, into a place to where you have faith in Jesus Christ, in a place to where you follow Jesus Christ. And those are the three areas that you have to cover. You have to have faith in Jesus. You have to call on, You have to call on Jesus Christ. All right. You have to be willing to do that. You have to be willing to call on Jesus Christ. You have to be willing to have faith in Jesus Christ. Okay. And you have to be willing to call faith and follow Jesus Christ. So that's something that you understand and come down to, brothers and sisters. How's it going? That's something that you come down and you understand, brothers and sisters, is that you have to be at that point in that place in life to where, you do what Jesus Christ would have you to do and understand what Jesus Christ would have you to understand. How's it going? You all right? How's it going, man? How's it going? You all right?
So, what you got going on here, man?
Preaching. It's about my third time coming down here in the past month.
Okay. I respect it. Have you talked to the manager or clerk here about this?
No one said anything to me about it. They wouldn't.
They usually try to prefer if you come to like an agreement with them and go like the property or like a building, on a microphone or something like that.
He never said nothing to me about it. I can't. It's like my third time out here. They never gave me no problem with it. And then usually, if he would have came out here and told me, I'll just go on the sidewalk.
I mean, that's one of those things where you usually kind of, it would be more of your job to go up and ask them. Since
No.
technically they're private property, I guess. You know what I'm saying?
I don't understand where you're coming from, but usually I'll be downtown. I remember I was downtown one time. The chief of police was out there, and they saw me. They said they don't say nothing.
Oh no, it's not so much about you just talking.
No, I got you. I'm not trying to give you no hard time, man.
So they're,
But they don't mind when the dope fiends and crackheads out here. They selling dope.
They do.
Yeah.
We clear them off the property too.
No, you're right. But usually they don't. We all know how they go. Cause see, my auntie's a cop, so I ain't got no issue with y'all. But the reality is, and I worked as a bouncer, and they usually don't have no issue, no problem with nothing. And then if he would have told me something, I would just went and go, walked on the sidewalk.
Yeah, I think that's why I said you seem like a respectable gentleman.
No, you cool.
I think maybe like
I'm surprised they came. Y'all, they called y'all over something like that.
Talk with the clerk or something like that about doing this. I don't think he'd be that against it, just from my knowledge.
No, you
keep doing it without him.
No, you would think that, but I tend to leave people alone because sometimes arguments and stuff break out. Because I usually try to leave people alone. I don't try to mess with nobody. I don't try to, even when I was downtown walking, I just had something playing on the microphone. One of the bouncers, people be acting weird when you do this type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? The same way they treat y'all, they treat me the same way from time to time.
Well, I mean, at the end of the day, he's running the business. He's gonna ask that of us. We gotta, treat it fairly. So I mean, at this point, man, your best bet is probably just find somewhere else to do.
Well, if I'm not on his property, if I go on that sidewalk, we shouldn't have no problem.
I mean, your vehicle is though. Your vehicle is.
This is the game we playing.
Like I said, I mean, in the future, honestly, I'm being completely honest with you. Your best bet would be to go inside these businesses and ask, okay, do you mind if I just preach over here to the side of the parking lot? I'm not gonna be bothering any customers coming in or ask for money. I just want to speak my words of wisdom.
No, I got you.
And that seems perfectly reasonable.
Yeah.
I don't have much of a problem with you doing it right now. You're doing something that's coming from passion and heart.
Yeah, I got you.
But I mean, he doesn't see it as that because you haven't talked to him. You know what I'm saying? It could be different. You have a few words with him. But as of now, just because it's called, I mean, you probably have to take it.
Okay, that's cool. But let me ask you this question: what's the legal aspect of that? Like, if I'm not, because if I were to stand on that sidewalk, we wouldn't have no issue, no problem.
Your vehicle.
Okay, so even with that, okay, I understand. I'll move the vehicle.
So
if I park, say, in McDonald's and came right here, yeah. But if they're not complaining about it and I came right here on the sidewalk,
they will complain about it though. They call about cars parked over there all the time.
I understand, but if they not calling about me, I'm just saying, if they not calling about me, then what's the? We don't usually have this issue. It's Detroit. If now in the suburbs, now I was out, you know. Usually that's why I don't even mess around with them out
If
there in
he-
them areas.
I mean, it's the same thing now. If he didn't have a problem with you being here, you could be here. But he does have a problem with you being here, so you can't.
So what I'm saying is, from a legal perspective, I'm gonna move and get off. I'm just asking you, but I'm being ready to say if I park over there.
That's not gonna work.
No, that shouldn't be an issue because
Yeah,
if they
it's the
don't
same thing
complain,
here. It's private
no,
property.
but if they don't complain and call you, then there's
But
no
they
issue.
will, though.
I've been over here, but if I park over
I'm
there,
telling you,
and I'm saying I
this is
stand
my
over
opinion.
here.
I'm telling you, they're going to call. They always call if people
We're
park
over
in the
at
corners
these two businesses
all the time. It's a green light location. They're going to call.
Well, where can I park?
You have to find a public parking spot or by the street.
Yeah, I think there might be some in the Eastern Market if you're willing to walk. It's available public parking.
But if I park over there and I
down,
come
you can
over
speak
here,
words of wisdom, huh?
no, I'm saying, but if I park over there and I come over here and they not complaining, because a few times,
Can't
wait,
park
we're-
on private
Yeah,
property.
that's what we're trying to say. Avoid private property.
Both officers trying to say is that due to the fact that both of these are private property, we get dispatched to these two very
Yeah.
locations all the time.
Yeah.
So we're trying to get you to understand that even if you, so like, we're not against, although we're not
no,
against it, we love
I
to
ain't.
speak the
I
word,
understand.
But if you park your car over there and you walk back over here, I know that you think that they might not do it, but we know that they're going to continue to keep going. And then we're going to get dispatched right back out and you're going to see our faces again.
Okay.
So that's why Officer Wilson.
What if I park at that?
If it's public, I'm parked
That's
there,
private
it's-
parking.
No, but if at that warehouse way down there, ain't nobody hear me.
That's private parking.
But they,
It's a business.
but what I'm saying is they from that private they have to call, right?
They're going to.
But if
They're
I'm
gonna-
standing over here, they can't hear me. You know what I'm saying?
You're gonna have your vehicle
It's not
impound.
about you. It's not about you.
Yeah.
It's your vehicle that's open.
Yeah.
So if they recognize, say if you had a business, right, and you recognize it's a vehicle that's just
Yeah,
sitting on property,
yeah.
you're gonna call it like it's suspicious.
Yeah.
So it's not you, it's your vehicle. You can walk along the public sidewalks if you need to, speak what you need to speak, but it's your vehicle that's gonna get you caught up.
You ain't never seen one of those
It's not you.
signs where it's
It's
like
just the vehicle.
unauthorized vehicle will be towed at the expense of
Due
the
to the
owner.
fact
Yeah.
that it's a private property. So what we're suggesting is if you go to the Eastern Market, it's public property. If you're in for the walk,
Yeah.
walk back over here, walk wherever you need, speak your mind.
And it's Saturday morning. There's a lot more people in the store than today.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Perfect spot to
So
be.
we just give you some tips and tricks if you want to,
But let me ask you from a legal perspective, just honestly, like they would have to call you for it to be a problem, right?
Yeah.
Because 9 times ain't nobody over there gonna call me if I'm parked over there. And say I don't even park over there. 9 times 10, they not if I not come over here and if I'm not in their parking lot though. If-
Actually,
Okay, so-
these two businesses, yes, they will.
So
In a heartbeat.
10 times out of 10, what I see what you're saying is the businesses is who's gonna call. Okay, public people they're not gonna call. Okay, because
Yeah.
they everyday passerbys. But the businesses, the establishments, the owners, they're gonna call in, call us, and we're gonna come right back out here and tell you the same thing again.
And that honestly could be a problem in itself because at this point we're advising you that's a bad idea to do it because they're going to. If you do it anyways and then we get called back, then that could be a problem. So, you know what I'm saying?
And I know you keep asking
Yeah.
for the legal aspects, and we're telling you the legal aspects right now as we speak. Is to you can take your car down to the Eastern Market if you would like. Take a
So
walk.
basically, as long as I pay the city, put some money in the meter, and get them some money, I can
That's
do
not
it.
all we're saying.
Mm-mm.
You have to legally park on public property.
That's what I'm saying.
There's plenty of spots to park in the city that you don't have to pay.
You're literally up the street from a big public parking spot. That's in the Eastern Market that's always available to people that's in the Eastern Market all the time.
Okay.
And if you want to park your car here, I suggest you next time walk in there, politely ask them. You know, some 9 times out of 10, they might not probably if you ask them first.
That's
Versus
what I
if you just pop up and then you start.
Okay.
And I
So
suggest, did you do that?
no, you cool. No, you cool. No, you cool. So if when I do that and I park, then I could walk back here, and if I'm standing on, long as I'm parking like you say a public place, I give them their money. Then when I come stand here on the parking on that public sidewalk right here, they can't say nothing. So basically, I'm gonna have to just do some walking.
As long as your volume is down as well. And it seems like
So
your
is
volume-
this-
Can't be too loud.
If I got a question, is this like your preferred area?
Huh?
Is this like your preferred
This is
area?
one area I've done this here. It's like my 3rd or 4th time here.
Okay.
I go downtown a lot of times, Belle Isle, just depending on, I just kind of come out here real quick, hit it, and hop back on the freeway and head back because I got to, that's all. So now I know what to do because usually I never had no issues like that.
Yeah, nobody in trouble. Nothing. We just,
No,
we
you
gotta
cool.
call
I ain't trying to give y'all no hard. My auntie is a retired cop, so I'm not trying to give y'all no hard time. I ain't trying to be arguing with y'all.
Nah, Well, I don't even get that vibe from him. But like I said, he probably would have let you stay up here, like had you like
A lot of them people, they say that, but they be weird acting. I try to stay, I'm trying to not get in argument with nobody.
I respect that, but it's best if, like, you're gonna run into more arguments if you don't ask them. So it's best if you just ask.
Because I've been doing this for 6
years. And if they say no, it's just no, and you just move on, take the car to the public location, and then you walk back home public location instead of walking on private property.
But long as I'm parked. Okay, so long as I'm parked
though.
though.
Your car is parked on public roads where nobody's gonna report it, and you're still on public. Legally though.
Yeah.
And you're on like the.
Yeah.
You see.
Yeah, okay.
Everything will be cool.
No problem.
As long as it's not on private property where they're gonna call. Complain about your vehicle, and then now we're gonna look for you, and that's it. You see?
Okay, no problem. No problem.
So we respect everything.
No, it's cool. No, I understand. All right, no problem.
I think it's 2 or 3.
What is that?
I think it's 2 or 3 big parking lots that I know need some parking.
Okay, no problem. So I just came. I wasn't even planning on. I just came. I was up. I woke up at like 3 o'clock. 4. I just said, let me head down, get some work in. Huh? Dion.
Dion, is that kind of square?